Just like it's hard to remake The Little Mermaid. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to do it, but they did it. It happened. It came out. And as Disney's been doing this, they've been remaking, as we know, how many of their original animation movies into film. Of course, you have Aladdin, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Well, how's this level up compared to them? How does it match up? That's the question. So opening weekend, they made 117.5 million domestically, and they made 185 internationally. So they made a 302.5 million opening weekend. Pretty good, right? $250 million budget, probably at least another 100 million on marketing. So they haven't made their money back. And out there, they're saying, prediction-wise, the way it's going, it might just break even, but it might not make a lot of money. They're expecting bigger numbers opening weekend. Let's base it next to everything else. Okay, Aladdin's opening weekend. All right, overall, they made 226 million. All right, so better than Aladdin. Lion King, 433 million. It didn't do that good. Beauty and the Beast, 454 million worldwide. Dang. So Beauty and the Beast is still the winner when it comes down to it. And also on top of that, Beauty and the Beast, probably the best adaptation of any of them, I would say. It's the closest, it really is, compared to this. They jumped out, and a little bit of spoiler, but they cut the whole La Poisson. They cut that whole song. They they put in this Scuttlebutt song everybody's talking about online. Do the Scuttlebutt with Aquafina rapping, which everyone's going nuts about because we didn't need it. It happened. We didn't need it. And they're talking about, the hair and makeup person was talking about just the hair for our Ariel alone was like $150,000 to do the hair for her. Yeah. And it took 12 hours in the chair. Or no, it was like 2 hours in the chair. I think it was like 2 hours in the chair. And it was like $150,000, Brian. $150,000. So a lot of money went into this. I think they were expecting big things, and it didn't do as well yet. Of course, only opening weekend. We got plenty of time. But when it comes to like this, I said to Sabrina about it. Like I saw this opening weekend, and I said, you have the material right there. If you're directing this, you got your storyboards right there. You've got a hit right there. Why do we got to change it so much? Why do we got to take things away that worked? Why do we got to add stuff? And people said that big thing is like the music was so great, and then they're changing music. It's like, you already have a hit. People are looking just to see the live adaptation of it. Just let people have it. Sabrina, you saw this. What do you think overall? You think that it will make its money back? Will it make even more this opening weekend, just a taste of it? Or do you think this was bad to make this adaptation?
I don't know. I'm kind of over the whole live action shit, honestly. Like I mean, my three favorite Disney movies of all time are Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and The Lion King. And as we all know, I hated Aladdin, where they added a rando best friend and a song that sucked, and it was stupid. And then they also really didn't do Lion King any justice either. So like I was kind of, Beauty and the Beast was not my favorite Disney movie, so I wasn't upset by it. I was like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like the actor that played the Beast, Legion, he was also on Downton Abbey. What is his name? Oh,
Tom is his
name. I like him
I
too,
think?
But he can't sing. He's not a singer. Like it's like Lin-Manuel Miranda, like playing Hamilton. Like I know you wrote the play, bro, but like you're not a singer. Like we all know you're not a singer. Like we get it. You want to be a singer. You're a songwriter and you're amazing at it. And Aladdin is my favorite
Dan
musical.
Stevens.
I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Dan Stevens. That's his name. But he's not a singer. He's not. He did not. He couldn't sing. So that was a little weird for me. Like, why are you doing a musical with someone who can't? So he played. He's a good actor, but it was just weird. In this, like everyone, I guess, could sing minus Aquafina, but she rapped. I don't know. I thought that Melissa McCarthy did a really good job as Ursula. Some people are in opposition with me on that, but I really think she did do a good job. I think that Haley Bailey.
Yeah, Haley Bailey.
Yeah. Haley Bailey. Every time I say it, I'm like, it sounds wrong. It rhymes. I think that she did a great job. I think that Daveed Diggs was the real star of this.
He was
film.
great.
He was so amazing as Sebastian. Javier Bardem was Javier Bardem as a merman. So there was that. And I wasn't really into the fish looking like a real fish. Like they're dead in the eyes. Flounder was weird. I don't know. I don't think Prince Eric needed a fucking song. Like it just don't. Like it is like you're saying, you had a storyboard, you had a blueprint of a very successful movie that people, including myself, loved and grew up with. And if you're gonna do that. Do that. Don't
Just
do
do
something
it.
else. If you want to do something else, do something fucking else.
Just-
Make a different movie with mer people and change the story. And you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know why. I don't know. I thought it was better than Aladdin, and I thought it was actually better than Lion King too. But I still was not thrilled, if I'm being honest.
And then even Scuttle's like, the seagull. She's like
Very
flying
annoying.
down, eating fish in front of in front of all of them. Just
Weird.
just eating
weird.
fish in front of Flounder. I was like, hey buddy, how you doing? Just eating the fish. How you doing? I mean, your buddy or your cousin or your uncle or your nephew or your brother, whatever it is,
I mean, I don't know.
That's fine though.
They cut out a lot of key moments that were very important, in my opinion. I don't want to like do too many spoilers, but there were just a lot of things that were missing for me, and like I don't know, it kind of annoyed me a little bit. I think that the actors all did a really good job. They did a good job. The actors did a good job. The animation, in my opinion, was shit. Like, it was all very washed out. You're under the sea with all these great things, and it was all very like monotone color wise. Like, there was nothing bright and vibrant that was like. I really feel like the CG and the animation was not great, which is weird because that should be Disney's fucking wheelhouse, shouldn't it?
Should be the jam.
Like, I feel like there was a lot of a gray tone over everything.
Yeah.
In the ocean world, like when they were, when she had legs and they were on land and it was regular film, it was fine. But I feel like all the underwater shit was extremely like washed out. Like, it was just, that also was unimpressive, and that was like half the movie. So I'm like this on it.
Who was the actor that thought it wouldn't make $1 billion or something?
Oh, Mina. Yeah. From Aladdin.
He played Aladdin. Yeah.
Yeah, he got all that backlash, which is crazy, a couple weeks ago, and people wanted to hurt his family because he said, "I don't
That's insane."
Dollars, but maybe maybe he knew something. Maybe he was just being honest at that point, right? So
yeah.
Also, they spent so much money, which is crazy, on promotions. I think Haley Bailey went to Disneyland and sung a live song there in front of people, and they just spent so much money, and it seems like it would have done better this first weekend. But Sabrina's right. You're changing. Just keep the same original stuff. That's what people want to see, is the original songs, and don't add anything. And here they are trying to change it up, and you can see it's obviously not hitting in the box office. So it's kind of sad that they're changing it up so much.
It fell a little short, and it's only opening weekend, but I mean, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion. There's no way it's making $1 billion. It would have had to make a lot more this opening weekend, and it didn't. Even the numbers, like Fast 10 made like 300 million overseas, and this, you know what I mean, compared to this. So I mean, I don't know. I don't see it doing as well. Again, I didn't think it was horrible. I thought it was fun. It's fun, and the music's fun. Of course, the music that I know and I love, I liked. I didn't need the new songs at all. Prince Eric didn't need a song. He didn't need a song. I was like, I remember I was watching. I'm like, we could have cut that. We could have cut that. I mean, Spring's like, that's new.
It was just like Jasmine's. It was Jasmine's song. It was the same thing as Jasmine's song in Aladdin. It's like, we don't need to hear from you right now. Like, please stop.
But I mean,
it's
the cast. But I like the acting across the board. I thought it was really good though too. I just think that like Sofia Coppola almost did a version of this like 6 years ago, and she was gonna take out the music and make it more raw and stuff. And then Disney was like back and forth about it. They didn't do it because they decided to do this version instead.
That might have been fun.
It might have been fun, but instead we go with the original, but not the original.
It would have been a different thing. So it would have been different. Fun. And it would have been acceptable. But like when you're trying to market it as the same thing and you're giving me something, it's like you're not like, this is Gucci, but really you're giving me Guess. I'm like, I know the difference. That's not the same.